Hello, Libra creators. So welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie is here with me. He may provide the occasional sound effect, so you may hear his little barking in the background there. Today, I welcome you to a timeless reading. Timeless meaning that when you find this, it's the most auspicious and best time for you to receive these energies. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. Today we're going to take a peer into your overall energies, then we'll look at your specific energies, the energies of the person or situation connected to you, and then how your energies mingle and dance in the middle. Stick around at the end and I'll tell you a little bit more about how to connect with me and some of the specials and live events that I have going on. Okay, Libra, let's get on into this reading with your overall energy from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle. Ooh, I like this for you, Libra. You got the number 32 card, Presence. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. And this card is especially intriguing because in this deck, it's one of the more darker looking cards with elements of light kind of peering through in the middle. And there's kind of this, I'll mention it, there's kind of this Trinity looking circular geometry here that kind of puts that three-petaled flower in the middle. I'm just going to say that. Maybe there's a third-party situation that some of you are dealing with. That can be any number of things. That doesn't mean, you know, your person is cheating on you or something's going wrong. Third party can mean it's you two and a child, it's you and your siblings, it's you and a couple people at work, right? But this number 3 is coming in there for you. And let's get into your energies here. I see the Temperance card, the 4 of Swords, and the Chariot. Ooh, I really actually like the energies for you. I think right now you are able to find peace. You are able to find restful states in the midst of, on the one hand, things going slow, and on the other hand, things moving forward at a more rapid pace. I think you have a good handle on your energies at this time. It does seem like you're very goal-oriented, and that feels good to me right now for you. So if you're stumbling upon this reading and you've been doing some goal setting, it is looking really good for you from what I can see so far. And it really feels like you're able to navigate the energies of change in a little bit better capacity than maybe some of the other signs might be doing. And that's the beauty of your Libra energy. You're able to, when healthy, come into an alignment. And what you're showing me here in the middle of the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, the Chariot card, Cancerian energy, is that you're healing. And you are voluntarily putting yourself through a healing process. You're giving me the impression you don't care how long it takes, that the healing is so important to you, the rest is so important to you, the good night's sleep is so important to you, what you've learned from being able to rest and sleep and prioritize your healing is so important to you. I think there's times here that you're showing me that some days are brighter, some days are darker, but in the midst of it all, I'm going through a healing process no matter what. And I think that's really beautiful. Your commitment to that feels really good. And since we have the overall energy of presence, I really think that you are immersed in the experience for yourself. And I really like the energy and the way it's presenting there. I'm getting a little uncomfortable all of a sudden, and I was getting ready to tune into this other person's energy. It could be them. They get the Page of Wands, the World, and the 3 of Swords. As I was shifting from your energy to theirs, I started getting a little squirmy, a little itchy, like I just don't quite feel right in my own skin. Maybe this person is growing into themselves with that Page of Wands, this strikes me as someone who's trying to figure out what they're going to do. Now, for some of them, it feels like it could be trying to figure out what their purpose is in life. They seem a little bit unsure of what their purpose or their passion might be. They could be kind of in the midst of a soul search kind of energy. They have the World card here, which means they are bringing something to an end in their life. They also have this Three of Swords though, and that indicates to me that some sort of ending is going on for them that is presenting pain. And there are some painful energies going on for this person. They have the Three of Swords, you have the Four of Swords. And in the middle here is the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords. So I'd like to say from what I see here, this relationship is showing progression. It seems like, Libra, your energies are probably more aligned than what this other person is experiencing. But what they're experiencing isn't necessarily inappropriate or out of alignment. They're just moving through some things differently, and I sense more of a soul searching. So it would make sense if this is someone you're related to or someone that you're in a relationship with, whether it be friendship, romantic, that your presence with them matters. It really does mean something here. So let's get some clarifications and see if we can't pull back the layers of this a little bit further. And cards are flying. Let's clarify, my goodness, this Temperance card for you. Libra is putting my cards into the air like a true air sign. Okay, so for the Temperance card, you get the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Again, Libra, this energy for you, I feel that it feels good. The Page of Pentacles, and we've got a lot of pages here, so we've got a lot of curiosity, a lot of novice kind of energies coming in. This may have to do with a new goal you're setting where you feel kind of new and maybe a little bit not out of your element, but a little bit new to things. I think the more you relax into that and keep yourself grounded, the better results you'll have from whatever you're setting your sights on. You also have the Hanged Man, which is, I love this card. I feel like this is an energy that you're willing to put yourself in, and that willingness is really about self-reflection. More than anything, the Hanged Man's journey is one of, okay, I've been through some stages of life here. I've been through some things, some experiences, and now I'm coming to understand myself on a whole new level. And I'm well aware of when I need to take a time out, when I need to check out. And it really is leading me quite nicely into this Four of Swords for the healing. So I think you are pausing at times for clarity, for rejuvenation, to gain some energy back. And I think with the Temperance card coming up, that is a card of patience. It's about waiting for the divine timing. And sometimes we sense that we know what the divine timing is, but the universe itself presents to us otherwise. So you may have been kind of, juggling these energies a little bit. But I see you letting it be. I see you grounding yourself. That would be my advice. Keep yourself grounded. Let yourself be new. Let yourself have the full experience and stay present with it. For the Four of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful energy for you, Libra. These three cards together, this is about self-care. It's about the knowledge and wisdom and commitment to keeping your cup full. The Queen of Cups, which has a gentle and flowing mastery over the energy of healing. Healing is a priority for you. It's quite natural for you to put yourself through different layers of the healing process. And there's this real, I almost feel like you have this, almost like a rain gauge. You have your internal gauge, with this water element, with these cups that tells you when you need to fill your cup and when to let it be filled, and then when you can share it with others. So the Ace of Cups is bringing in that beautiful energy, filling the cup. The Queen of Cups would be the wisdom of when to share it with others. Some of you may be moving through a cycle where you are becoming more emotionally vulnerable with someone, or just in general in your life, but also it could be a certain someone that you're working on opening up more emotionally and being more vulnerable. Let's look at this Chariot. I know, vulnerability. Ooh, what's that? Scary, scary. For the Chariot, you get the Three of Wands and the Six of Cups. Libra, I think you're planning to communicate with someone about something here. I think you're wanting to make sure that when you do communicate, that it comes from the heart, that it is very pure, that's a very pure energy, that it's not just something willy-nilly, but something that you feel is a gesture with which you can move forward with this person. It does feel like an active energy, but I don't think you've done it yet. I think, again, it's something that you're planning. You're planning to share this emotional energy, and it's honestly quite sweet. It looks like it has your touches to it, like a beautiful feeling, like here's these cups and I've put flowers in every cup and I'm making an offering to you. Very Libra, the beauty energy. We like the finer things in life. We like the pretty things. We are embellishing things in a very beautiful way, not in a fake, false way, not embellishing like you're creating some dramatic story, but embellishing in your dainty, beautiful, and I want to say even clever way of doing things, very artistic. All right, so your energy feels really good. Feels really good to me. Okay, let's look at the person that you're connected to here and clarify here this Page of Wands. Again, I start to get a little tongue-tied. I start to get a little nervous when I turn in. See, I can't even talk. I tune into this person's energy. For the Page of Wands, they get the World card again, which is their next card in line also. So that's a double message that they're going through some sort of ending. And the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this person is working on building their fire back, building their esteem back, working on building their confidence back. Something has hurt them, or someone has hurt them. Someone has... Maybe this is a breakup or divorce I'm looking at, and something that they're still working on reconciling within themselves. They want assistance at times with this, and other times they want to do it by themselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes they're hot and sometimes they're cold. They seem like they have that dynamic about them where at times they're like, no, dead end, I just got to deal with it on my own. And other times they're willing to accept help in. You know, it kind of feels like a staircase for them where they're walking up slowly maybe, but then the staircase turns. It's not a spiral, it has these edges to it. And it feels like that's the way they're dealing with things right now. It might feel a bit arduous or a bit heavy to them. Let's look at this second World card that they have here. Something has definitely affected them. The Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands on the World card. Okay, and as I'm feeling into this, that's why I feel like we have your energy, Libra, looking pretty good, okay? We have their energy looking pretty hurt. Things are heavy, arduous, this is tough. And then we have whoever hurt them, right? That's the third party energy I was feeling in the beginning. So for the World card with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands, they're not fully yet letting go of everything to do with whatever other person they're dealing with. You may have watched your friend here go through a breakup or a divorce. This is somebody you're close to. This is maybe somebody new, maybe somebody you're dating that has not healed completely. Your energy is looking much different than theirs. You're in different places emotionally. Perhaps these more pure and well-intended emotional vulnerability energies is something that you're planning to offer them to create a space where possibly they feel more comfortable opening up to you. Right now, they're still dealing with a lot of confusion. They're still carrying some of the weight of the past or whatever has just happened with this third party person over here. For some of them, they could have been fired from a job, let down, betrayed in some way, or just had some sort of setback. Now, the good news with the World card, and that being the card of endings, is that the ending is upon them of this. But sometimes when we're in that ending, it can still feel really potent. We're desperate for those new beginning energies, and we don't always get them right away. Let's look at this Three of Swords. Let's see how they might be doing with this pain that they're going through. Whew. The Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Yay. Okay. This person has the tendency to think that they're through the ending, but then their heart comes in and says, no, you still have work to do. You may think, and you could be dealing with another air sign or just somebody who has a lot of mental energies, maybe a Virgo, something like that. They think they're done, but the pain is still here, and their heart with this Knight of Cups keeps saying, no, we have more action to take here. We need to be moving toward our healing. We need to be loving ourselves. We need to be working on dropping the burdens of this previous cycle, this previous job, this previous relationship that we've been dealing with. And so if they're paying attention, the universe is giving them through the messages, through their heart chakra, their heart energy center. The universe is attempting to guide them into action from that place, which is beautiful. That's what they need. They need that. And I'm wondering if you're not picking up on that, and that's why you're working with all that Cups energy, so you can be more supportive to them or extend some sort of gentle, supportive vibe to them. Let's look at the connecting energy. So how your energies with this person, going through a much different energy than you, mingles and dances in the middle. Let's look at the Knight of Wands. You bring in the Page of Swords. They bring in the Chariot. Oh my goodness. Some of you, I feel like you're seeing yourself reflected in their experience, and they see their selves reflected in yours. I think together the two of you do have some common ground that you can land on. So if this is like a sibling or a family member, you come back together. There's this understanding, I feel like, between the two of you of when to like go in and when to back off for each other. It feels like there are some good boundaries in place here. I think you have a lot of information with this Page of Swords, or at least you think you do. You think you have a lot of information that will benefit this person, but you are holding it back for some reason. Maybe you're waiting for them because they had that Chariot, right? And you had the Chariot, but your Chariot is, it seems like it's packed and ready. I think they're trying to pack and get ready their Chariot. Maybe you are also a little bit concerned about their sensitivity level, and you know that they are sensitive to words, or whatever they've been through has been abusive or unsavory for sure, and you don't want to make any mistakes with them. So with that Page, you're kind of holding back. You're incorporating more of the emotional, watery vulnerability energies, and maybe even rethinking your approach before the action comes into the two of you linking up together. Oh, I need a deep breath after that. Okay, the Page of Swords. For the Page of Swords then, remember you were bringing the Page of Swords and you have Page of Swords energy between you. I think this does have to do with giving each other space, with stepping back when you need to step back. You're bringing in the energy of the Empress, which to me tells me you're kind of sitting back and waiting to receive this person when they come forward. They have the Two of Wands, so it's a bit more of a standstill kind of energy. The wands are fire, so the fires are lit, the fires are vibrating, but they're not the person in the image is not moving forward. They're thinking about their next move. And according to their thoughts, they're confused, and there's confusion that needs to be worked out here. So I don't think that this person is going to come toward you right away and offer you the opportunity where you can be emotionally vulnerable with them. However, I do feel it's incredibly important for you to continue to work on those emotional energies for yourself. Because remember, even if they're not seeing you every day, you're not talking every day, you are setting an energetic example, and you do have a connection to this person. So keep that in mind, Libra. Keep that in mind, because that matters. And as you are setting the example energetically, they will pick up on that, whether you're in communication or not. We're going to do something interesting today, and that's to get a couple of messages from the Divine Essentials Counterparts Oracle. Now, these messages could relate to the pattern of the relationship that I've just looked at, or this person and their third party, or you. Or it could have nothing to do with that. It could represent another relationship altogether. It could be a message from the universe, from your greater being, from your higher self. So you will want to trust your intuition in putting these messages into the appropriate categories. Sometimes, though, they do feel like they come out of nowhere because I open it up to the other energies that might want to come in and speak with you. So let's see what you get. Cool. All right, and we got this card. I sense something pushing us back to one another. And honestly, I think that is representative of this person's energy with the only cups they got, the Knight of Cups. Literally the only cups they got. That is the universe talking to them through their heart. And so eventually, Libra, they are going to come to you. They have the sense. That's better than zero. That's better than not knowing at all. That's better than being totally numbed out, okay? They have the sense. And then we got past life. Healing through past life meditation can assist you in understanding what you are reliving in this lifetime. Break the cycles. Okay, so that could indicate past life with this person and their third party situation, or just with someone else. That anybody that comes to your mind, anybody that's popping in, maybe you feel like you have a past life where you've dealt with something similar before, where it doesn't seem super unfamiliar. It seems more like a continuation, but you can't put your finger on it. Past life energies have this way of being a bit nebulous and not being so black and white to us. It's more of like a gray zone. Okay, so take that for what it is, Libra. Make sure you check out the description below. It's loaded with links, affiliate links, and all the good stuff. If you'd like to support me on my channel, I would be overly grateful for that. I am a growing YouTuber here, so all of your support, whether it's a like, please comment. I am so impressed with the people that are resonating and also giving me feedback about what they like, what they would like to see. Please, I would like more of that. So thoughtful comment really does help. And also be sure to join me live every Friday from 10 a.m. to noon Central Time for Frequency Friday. I do collective readings and then really cool breakout readings, and every week has a different theme. We rotate through different themes. I'm asking my audiences and my subscribers to tune into those and to ask them what they want to get out of those readings and what kind of topics and subjects they'd like to hear. So be sure to check out my posts too and my little polls where I want your opinion on things. That's your chance to chime in and let me know what you would like to see more of. And then every other Sunday night, I'm live doing Q&A, where you actually get a mini reading. You come on, you join the live chat, and in the live chat, you drop your question, and it's an awesome community. We're having a great time. It's like a power hour, and I just answer every question I can until we run out of time. The earlier you show up, closer to 7 p.m. Central, is obviously going to give you a better chance of getting your question answered. So do keep that in mind. And also make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook at Creators on the Crest. I'm also on TikTok, but on Instagram and Facebook is where I post my specials that I run from time to time, usually seasonally, and you'll want to keep an eye out there. So if you're a little tight on funds or you just need a quick boost, a quick energy read, those make for excellent readings where you can really get what you need at a moment's notice. So watch for the timing of those. Libra, thank you so much for joining and being willing to be present with me. You got presence as your overall energy. I feel that you're doing a great job of remaining present in your life and attuned to the people around you. I so look forward to seeing you next time.